an age where SUVs dominate manufacturers' priorities, Skoda on the other hand has stuck to its roots and has been giving us one beautiful sedan after the other, and this is the latest. Hello and welcome to DriveSpark. I'm Stephen Neal and this is the new Skoda Slavia. It's an all-new model. We have all seen spy shots of it, we've all seen it in camouflage, and now finally we are looking at it in person. So what is this car like to look at in person? Let's go over the design aspects firstly. So you've got the front end over here. So the front end of the Skoda Slavia, you've got the butterfly grille that takes prominence once again, making sure you know it's a Skoda. So when you look at it, you definitely know it's a Skoda. You've got the butterfly grille outlined by this chrome strip. So this chrome strip adds a little bit of premium touch to it. And then of course you've got the headlamps. This also signifies it's a Skoda. It keeps in design, it keeps it in line with the Skoda family design line. Now let's talk about the bumper. Also you've got lots of cuts and creases. Also you've got this really cool inverted L kind of element that goes around the fog lamp. Now the fog lamp, as you can see, are halogen units and they are not LEDs. Also you've got the honeycomb element on the grille, and on the bumper and on the grille you've got the vertical slats. The vertical slats themselves have an element to it. You've got the black piano finish line in the middle of each slat. So you've got lots of design elements going on in the front of this car. Also you've got the Skoda logo that's taking prominence up front. Now this color, well, we have to talk about this color. This color is an India exclusive. It's exclusive to the Slavia in the Indian market. You will not find it on other Skoda cars. So this is called Crystal Blue. This car is also available in a few other colors. So you've got other colors like Tornado Red, you've got Candy White, you've got another silver shade, Reflex Silver it's called, and then you've got Carbon Steel, which is a shade of grey. Now this color of course seems to be the most attractive, and it is. Having seen all the colors in person, I can tell you that this color definitely is the most attractive. You can see it coming from a distance. And then you've got these wheels. These are 16-inch alloy wheels. So you've got 3 choices of wheels on this car. This is a top spec model, and this one comes with this dual tone wheel. It's a diamond cut alloy wheel, 16-inch of course, and you've got those diamond cut parts over there along with the grey shade on the wheel. Makes it look really cool and blends very well with this color. And then you've got the Skoda badging on the sides as well. So once that is done, you get onto the rear view mirrors. So you've got the ORVM's cover. It's decked in the same paint shade as the body. You've also got the integrated LED indicators on it. Chrome. Now chrome plays an important role in the Skoda lineup. So it gives the premium feel that Skoda customers long for. So the badging on the side gets a chrome outline, and you've got this chrome window line that goes on from the front to the rear and rounds up over here. It's a nice little design element that they've given out here. And then you've got the chrome strip on the door handles as well. So these are the chrome elements on the side. That's it, nothing more. So this is something that Skoda does to keep their cars classy. It's not something that stands out. It's not something that makes it look like it's loaded with chrome, but at the same time it keeps a few people happy who love chrome. And well, it doesn't really stand out as a chromey car, but it looks really nice, those little design elements. Now let's get to the rear. So you've got the split LED tail lamp. So you've got a bit of it on the boot, and then you've got the rest on the body itself. It looks really nice. It's an inverted L again. You've got the same Skoda design line flowing at the rear as well. Also on the side profile, from this angle when you look at it, you will see that it's got this character line that runs from the rear to the front and kind of fades out as it reaches the Skoda badge. This whole design line is it makes the car look really nice. It's got that shoulder line. Now get to the rear. You've got the Skoda lettering on the boot. Of course it's spaced out. It makes it look more premium. It gives it the feel that it comes from the Skoda family, and it kind of makes it look like the bigger Skodas. Now speaking of size, we'll tell you the size in just a bit, but let's take a look at the design first. Of course you've got the Slavia badging. Now that we're on to the rear, also you've got this boot lip over here. That is another design element that makes it look nice. Now this boot lip design line also continues and flows up the roof. So this makes the car look really nice. It feels good to look at this car in person. Now let's take a look at the boot space. So this has got a 521 liter boot space. So as you can see, there are 3 suitcases already placed in there to give you an idea of how deep this boot is. Now let me take out the smaller one. Now the larger suitcases in there, they fit really well. So this 521 litre boot space is among the largest in its class. So in terms of boot space, it's quite obvious that it can swallow a lot of luggage. Now even the seat can be folded down, the rear seat can be folded down, and that will reveal 1050 litres of boot space, and that is pretty humongous for a car in this segment. Now let's get to the bottom. You've got the chrome lip on the rear bumper as well, and then you've got these honeycomb elements, and then you've got the reflector on either side. Now speaking of exhaust, you don't really have the exhaust tip facing backwards, but you have it facing downwards here. So there you have it, the exhaust tip. Now let's get to the other side. As you can see, this color continues to look quite striking. It looks really nice. In fact, the car rides on Seat Secura Drive tires. Now how good are these tires is something we'll have to find out when we drive the car. Now let's get inside the car, because this is what this car is all about. Now inside the Skoda Slavia, this is what it feels like. You've got dual tone elements all over, and it looks really nice. It feels really premium as well. The seats are ventilated on this top end model. This is a style variant, and you got ventilated seats on there. You got the controls for your lighting here, and then you've got the circular air conditioning vents. You got a little Skoda motif on the dashboard, and the steering wheel is a straight lift from the Kushak. So it's a 2-spoke unit, so you can see the third spoke is missing there. So you've got the knurled buttons on the steering wheel as well. So this entire steering wheel setup is lifted straight from the Kushak, the top end model of the Kushak. And then you've got this, the digital instrument cluster. It's completely digital. Let me give you a look at it. So there we have the completely digital instrument cluster of the Skoda Slavia. You've got lots of information on there. Right now it's telling you that the driver's side door is open, and now that it's closed, it gives rise to the speedometer. It looks really nice. It's got a very good layout overall. It feels really premium in here. Now let me start the car. So to start the car, all you have to do is use the push start button right here. So all I have to do is press the button, and the car comes to life, and so does the air conditioning. Now this is the air conditioning control. This is haptic touch, so you can control it through haptic touch. There's no buttons really. Also everything can be controlled through this. So also there's no buttons on the air conditioning console. So you've got the air conditioning console there, and right above it you've got the air conditioning vent. This is horizontal as compared to the circular vents on the side. So you've got a nice little design touch over here on the dashboard. You've got the lighting, ambient lighting over there, and then you've got this, the 10-inch infotainment system. So you've got lots of connectivity features on this, lots of apps you can connect. You can control the entire infotainment through this system. Storage space also is very good on this car. You got a cubby hole in there, and then you've got lots of storage on the driver's and the passenger's door pockets as well. Now speaking of doors, it feels really premium out here, and you've got chrome door handle, and you've also got the piano black finish surrounding the door handle. And when you get to the bottom, you get to see the speakers. The speakers on this car are pretty premium. The sound system is pretty good. You also get a subwoofer on this car. Now let's talk about the rear. Now this is something that you will have to see, because this car has the longest wheelbase in its class. Also it's the widest in its class. So well, let's take a look by sitting in it. So when you look at the seats on this car, the rear seats, it's pretty good. It's decent. It's not something that you would really write home about. It's not very luxurious. However, in this price bracket, in this segment, this rear seat is one of the best for sure. So you've got the same design elements being carried over to the rear as well. You've got the dual tone finish, you've got the chrome door handle, and you've got the seat back pockets. You've also got a little cubby hole in here to store your phone. So well, if you're charging your phone, you can just put your phone in here and leave it to charge. And how cool is that? That's really nice. That's a really nice touch. And to charge the phone, of course, you've got the USB charging slot here. So you've got two USB Type-C charging sockets at the back. That's how it looks from the rear seat, the front end. And at the rear, it feels pretty decent as well. Of course, you've got an armrest here, so you can fold down the armrest, and you've got cup holders in the armrest. So lots of cubby holes, lots of storage spaces. Of course, you've got speakers in the rear doors as well. You've got even tweeters on the rear door. So this is a pretty cool car, a pretty good place to be in. Now you have to know that this is a car that will replace the Skoda Rapid in the company's lineup in Skoda India's portfolio, and this is the second car from the India 2.0 plan that Skoda has had, and going by that, it's pretty easy to say that this will be much better than the Rapid because it's longer. In fact, it is longer than the first generation Skoda Octavia, and that is pretty nice as well. Now let's talk about the specs, the specifications. Now this is built on the MQB A0iN platform. That's the same platform that the Kushaq is built on. This, as I said earlier, is the second car to come out of that platform, to come out of the India 2.0 plan that Skoda has for the Indian market, and for a second product in that plan, it's really good. Now speaking of specifications and drivetrain, etc., so this car gets the same powertrain as the Skoda Kushaq. So you've got a 1.0 litre 3 litre petrol as one engine option, while the other more powerful engine is a 4-cylinder 1.5 litre engine. Both engine options are petrol and are turbocharged. So of course performance is going to be great. Now the 1 litre engine has a power output of 115 PS or 113.5 bhp and a peak torque output of 175 Nm. So the bigger engine, the 4-cylinder turbo-petrol, is in this car, and this engine produces 150 PS or 148 bhp and 250 Nm of torque. So it's pretty good in terms of performance. You can easily tell from the specs. We haven't driven it, of course, not yet at least. We will be driving it. Do stay tuned for a full review. However, going by the specifications on this car, it's pretty easy to say that this car will be a stellar performer. It rides down low, it's not very high, so body roll might be in control, and of course you've got a lot of drivetrain options. Of course, how can I forget gearbox options, transmission options. You've got 6-speed manual being offered with both engines. So with both the 1 litre and 1.5 litre, you've got a 6-speed manual option. Also you've got automatic options. So on the 1 litre engine you can get a 6-speed automatic, torque converter automatic, whereas on this, the 1.5 litre, you can get a 7-speed DSG gearbox. So in terms of transmission options also, it's pretty good. So this was a Skoda Slavia, and this is what we felt about the car when we looked at it for the first time. It's a pretty striking car. It will have great road presence for sure, and road presence is something that is really important in this segment. This segment is crowded by cars like the Maruti Ciaz, you've got the Hyundai Verna, the Honda City, and this will go against all those cars. Now going by the features on this car, going by what is already available on this car, the features we've seen, the engine options, drivetrain options, etc., this car already has the upper hand. How will it perform in the market, in the real world? That's to be seen. That's it from us for now. Thank you for watching. I'm Stephen Neal signing off for DriveSpark. Do let us know in the comment section below what you thought about the Skoda Slavia, and if you have any doubts about it, do ask as well, because we will be answering those questions in our review. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and drive safe.